All right, here I am, rocking out to the music and prepping everything. Let's see if you can see that. You see that crack? I put paint on it just so you can see it. There's that one. And then look at that one here. Boom. It's going all the way inside. Those are called stress cracks. No bueno, no good at all. Look at that, oh my gosh. And then there's one on the back too. So this was a catastrophe waiting to happen. Look at that one, huh? And this is where it was going. So you can see it was going. It stopped there. Look at that. It would have came here. So this is the first section on the T-bar. This is probably when the truck is loaded, this is parallel to the ground, so this is running this way right here, right? Here would be where the crack is. Here's the heel coming down, and it would be right there at that point. Probably where the most weight is. So that crack would have went all the way down. That would have met it, and then this would have shattered, and whatever I would have had on that T-bar would have broke. Look at that, it goes all the way clear into the back. You see it? So that's why this just makes me feel good about doing this job, about tearing it down and doing everything I'm doing, because that's the kind of things you find and you can repair before they become a real nasty problem. Anyway, so here's what I'm doing. I'm just scuffing everything down. I primered it, and that's what it looked like after primer, and that's what it looks like after scuffing. Basically, I'm sanding it down with, here's what I'm using. I'm using some 600 grit, and the reason I'm doing that is because the epoxy primer, if you don't shoot it right away, what happens is it hardens, and then the paint won't stick to it. So the paint I'm using has to either go on right away within 24 hours of primer, or you have to do what I'm doing, and that's scuffing. And I didn't think I was gonna paint it this soon, but that's okay, because I'm getting a chance to go over every single weld myself, and I'm getting the opportunity to inspect everything. You know, you want to look at every, let's see if you can get a good look at that. So you want to just inspect every single thing, and that's one of the reasons I'm scuffing, or I'm sanding it down myself and not having somebody else do it, because somebody else might have missed that or seen it and not cared. So I just highlighted it with a paint pen, so I can have a welder fix that and maybe even reinforce it. But yeah, that would have sucked. That would have been a horrendously bad, whatever would have been on the back would have fell. This would have fell, and it would have broke, and that would have sucked. I wouldn't want to be a part of that. I don't know if it would have fell on the ground, because this is what holds it from falling on the ground. So I don't know. That holds the cylinder that extends it. So I don't know, hard to say what would have happened, but I don't want to find out. So anyway, back to scuffing I go. Sanding it. There's a fifth wheel saddle for the Peterbilt. That's going to get painted at the same time as this, so it'll look good, hopefully. We'll see. Back to work I go. But this here, what I was pointing at, this is the bottom of the T-bar. So this hits the concrete, the ground, this hits everything. That's why this whole plate is there, is to take those impacts and reinforce it, kind of. So that's okay. It's just regular metal wear. It's not a big deal. But look at those welds, man. Good Lord. Looks like a machine did them. Whoever did these, or whoever built this, was an absolute expert at welding. And you can see on the inside and everything, the guy was just a perfectionist when it came to welding. This is a heel bar, so this just sits on the ground. That's why that's all beat up, but that's okay, because look how much metal we got there. That's a whole lot of American iron right there. Ooh. Can't wait to use this thing and see what see it back in all its glory.